I'm Duncan Ferguson and you're watching Toffee TV.
Welcome to Toffee TV. It's me, Baz, just going to quickly race through the player ratings for the Everton 3 Newcastle United game tonight. Newcastle United game, Everton 3, Newcastle United 0. Get that 0 in there because it's a big thing for us at Goodison Park tonight. I've just done another video, an instant match reaction, where I've covered what I wanted to say, and that's so we'll just go straight into the ratings tonight. Joe Robles in goal, looks great in the kit, wears his socks above his knees, takes crosses, shouts at defenders, gets up to the halfway line, tells people how to take free kicks. He's basically just Manuel Neuer, Pele, all rolled into one. Joe Robles is getting 7 out of 10, basically because he didn't have that much to do, but what he done well. So 7 for Joe. Right back Seamus Coleman, 7. You know, he handled Andros Townsend really well, I thought, until Townsend went on the other side. I thought he'd done quite well, Seamus. I thought he had a good game, 7 out of 10. It wasn't fantastic. His crossing is absolutely woeful. He can't even cross himself at times. It was poor, but the other part of his game, he defended well, he got up and down well, so 7 out of 10 also for Seamus Coleman. Brian Oviedo, 7.5 out of 10. I thought he was very good. Had a good game up against Sissoko, who can be a real threat, so 7.5 out of 10 there for Brian. Funes Mori, I'm going to give him 7 out of 10. I thought he defended quite well. He was decent in the air, but a couple of times his clearances were a little bit ropey, to say the least. But a good solid 7 out of 10. Jags, I'm going to give 7.5 out of 10. I thought he defended, quite well. He'd done everything he needed to do, apart from the one when he let him and Mori left Mitrovic, which they only had one striker to mark. You've got to make sure one of you are doing it. One of you's got to say, I'm picking up. And that really, for me, should come from Jags. But other than that, I thought he defended quite well. So 7.5 for Jagielka. Into midfield, Gareth Barry. Thought he had a good game. He's had better games, but he's had worse games. I thought he was just nice and solid. I'm going to give him 7 out of 10 for Gareth Barry. James McCarthy, I thought slightly better. I thought he was everywhere as much as he could. He tried to get forward. He closed things down, shut things down on the edge of the box, more like the McCarthy performances we're used to, and not the ones he was putting in before he got injured when he was a little bit crap. He was back to being James McCarthy for me tonight, so I'm going to give him 7.5 out of 10. I think he was better than Barry, but not good enough to get an 8, just because I don't know, I've just said that off the top of my head. Aaron Lennon, 8 out of 10, worked hard, scored a goal, won a penalty. A goal and an assist for the second game running, up and down, never stops running. Makes you wonder why he hasn't been playing this season for me. I know, Jerry, listen, I'm a Gerard Deulofeu fan. I absolutely love him. Favourite player, I've said it, although Ross is bordering there with him as well. But why hasn't Aaron Lennon been used more, even if it's not only on the left-hand side? You've seen how hard he works. He just buzzes around. He's a threat all the time. His final ball's not great, but he doesn't have to do that. If he's running around, buzzing around penalty area, he's creating space for other people. But anyway, he played tonight, he scored and he got us a penalty, so Aaron Lennon, 8 out of 10 there. Tom Cleverley, thought he had a very good game, worked hard, shut things down, got his foot on the ball, done loads of running around, and I give him 7.5 out of 10. I thought he was very good as well. Ross Barkley, man of the match for me. Man of the match for me. Everything he does, he carries Everton forward. Yes, people can pick holes in his final ball. At times, it isn't great. But you know what? At times, it's brilliant. The little Zinedine Zidane move in the first half where he just mesmerised 3 of them and put it across for what should have been a Lukaku tap-in. Only Lukaku was, I don't know what he was doing, but he wasn't anywhere near where he should have been. That was majestic, and people won't go on about that because it didn't end in a goal. He'll go on about one where he mishit a pass, or he got picked, had his pocket picked because he was waiting for players to move. You watch Ross Barkley, just watch him when he runs with the ball, watch what his options are. Too many players just go, stand still. It ain't good enough for me. If he had players ahead of him who were making runs ahead of him, he'd have a pass to play. He would have a pass to play. Other than that, dynamic, picks the ball up, bounces past people. He's got us 2 penalties. He scored 2 penalties tonight. Just hurt me neck. He's hit the crossbar with a fantastic strike. He's had another one that's deflected a yard wide. He's put the ball in towards Lukaku. He's run at them and he's been terrified of him. He's put Coney through a couple of times, you know, and should have scored. You know, for me, he was fantastic. Ross Barkley, 9 out of 10 for me, man of the match. Romelu Lukaku, up front, 6 out of 10. Didn't have a good first half for me. Got a knock early on in his back by Colaccini. Should have been a free kick. The referee didn't even see it. The linesman was useless below me. Absolute pants. Don't even know why I use pants. What a shocking phrase. Absolute shite I'm going to use because that's what the officials were. But Rom just wasn't at the races. Was not at the races for me. Picked another knock up and then subsequently didn't come back out for the second half. So I can't really give him any more than a 6 out of 10 tonight. Aruna Kone, I really want to give him about 2 because he just frustrated me. But I'm going to give him 5. And, you know, the other day he scored and I think I gave him 6.5. People slagged me and said he should have got 1 and 2. He didn't score tonight. I want to give him 5 because I thought at times he held the ball up well for us. He played the ball through for Barkley to win the penalty near the end. So I'm going to give him 5. Don't shoot me. You know, he missed 2 absolute sitters. And one, you know what, he's lucky I don't downgrade him to a 4 for that trying to chip the goal instead of lashing it in at 1-0. It's not training, Aruna. It's not training. This is real Premier League football and we need wins. So when you get the ball bobbling around the box, you lash it home and you lash it home good, Aruna, and you make sure you celebrate properly. You do not do dinks ever, unless you become Ross Barkley, which you won't do. Always lash it home, Aruna. Always. There you go. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Give us a little subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up. Share it. Tell your mates. Do whatever. Just make sure that you watch it, basically. And keep supporting Toffee TV. You know, we're trying our best to make sure that Everton get coverage somewhere, given that the media are buttes and swear Everton at every opportunity. Yeah, let me know in the comment section below who you think. Who was your man of the match? If you disagree with me, why do you disagree? Let me know. And I'll catch you next time on Toffee TV.